Oh snap. MGK's daughter is about to be born. I'm going to the labor room right now. Yes, it is me behind this mask. I'm looking like Grey's Anatomy right now. I'm about to deliver my first child.
Before Machine Gun Kelly would confirm his new relationship status with actress Megan Fox in an Instagram story featuring love and sushi. Before Machine Gun Kelly would join protesters on the streets of LA to stand against the death of George Floyd.
I could have typed this out, but I wanted you to see my face when I say this. If you look like me, and you have racism in your heart and on your mind and coming out your mouth, f*** you. I'm ashamed of you. If you enjoy my music or you like my movies, I don't want you watching. I don't want your business. F*** you. I don't want nothing that's a part of the evil agenda, and that's not what our generation's legacy is going to be.
Before Machine Gun Kelly would find a role in Judd Apatow's newest film, The King of Staten Island, thanks to his close personal friendship with Pete Davidson. Before Machine Gun Kelly would engage in a historic rap battle feud with his former idol, Eminem. Now, just a couple of years ago, a lot of people, they would have counted Machine Gun Kelly as on the way out. Now, he got in the industry as the old guard. They were losing their grasps to the internet, and there was a whole flock of new up-and-coming rappers who were making big moves via SoundCloud. Now, in his Rap Devil diss track, he picked the side as a mumble rapper of this new generation, and he's also bagged a few high-profile baddies, which reminds us that he is enjoying the perks of his newfound fame, even if it's his second time tasting it. You know what I mean?
Yes, it's two, haha!
From his humble beginnings in Cleveland to selling out venues across the United States and creating 4 top 10 Billboard albums. Well, MGK, he has blazed a path for himself in the world of hip-hop, but he's always worn his rock influence right on his sleeve. Now, his live shows, they often feel more like rock shows than a hip-hop showcase, with obligatory mosh pits and a full band performing on stage. Now, he even recently portrayed drummer Tommy Lee in the Netflix film The Dirt about rock band Motley Crue. Do you know any other rappers with alternative music street cred like that? I sure don't. How did a man who was battling a drug addiction by the age of 20 with a dead-end job working at Chipotle, also a child on the way, manage to find himself about to reinvent the entire genre of music? Well, in this video, you're gonna find out. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Michael McCredden back at it again, documenting the life and career of Machine Gun Kelly in an updated video. Here for you, of course, on Before They're Famous. Now, MGK, he's always been a popular topic here, so be sure to check out some of the other videos we've done on him in the past. Especially our top 10 we did over on our second channel, Famous Entertainment. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Let me know who's next in the comments down below. All right, now let's get into this video. Hey, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell. Boom! Machine Gun Kelly was born Richard Colson Barker on April 22nd, 1990 in Houston, Texas. Now, his parents, they were living in Texas as missionaries, but they didn't stay there long. He spent much of his early childhood in places like Egypt and Germany, and apparently he learned how to speak Arabic before he ever learned how to speak English. Who would have thunk it?
I grew up in Egypt till I was 5 or 6 years old, Egypt and Kenya, and then Germany for a bit. Then I came to the United States and was apparently speaking Arabic to everybody.
Now, eventually his parents, they moved back stateside, first to Chicago before finally settling in Denver, Colorado. Now, for a short period of time, well, Kelly, he experienced a pretty typical childhood, but that wouldn't last long. Now, his mom, she was unhappy with his family's lifestyle and met another man, taking off with him when Kelly was just 9 years old. Now, from that point on, the relationship, it became extremely strained, and he told the New York Post earlier this year, "There's few memories to even burn in the first place because she left when I was so young. But the ones that are there, I've numbed those parts out of me. I'm obviously an avid LSD user. I don't think it's a secret." Now, Kelly's father, he didn't handle the split well. He fell into a depression and he was soon out of work.
My parents broke up way before middle school. My parents broke up when I was like 9. Wow. You know what I'm saying? I was some tough shit. It affected my father and therefore led to the lack of raising that I probably needed. But it was what I needed, though. I needed to raise myself, and I needed to have the world beat me up and spit me back out so I could be. I mean, this dude is still beating me up and throwing me right back out, dude. We're still just getting so much negative, and I'm just trying to live my life so positive.
Kelly, or Colson, and his father, they moved into his aunt's basement, and Kelly, well, he faced bullying on a daily basis while he attended Hamilton Middle School. Now, his father was a black hole of misery, and Kelly, he took to music to find solace. Now, he started listening to rappers like Ludacris, Eminem, and DMX to inject some energy and vivaciousness into his life. Now, as influential as rap was to him at this early age, well, he was also a huge fan of alternative rock acts like Blink-182, Guns N' Roses, and Rage Against the Machine.
You gotta think of the CIA as like it's a massive company, you know, with lots of money, a lot of people. And what they do is they
If you want to watch in front of house, we can put you in with the soundboard. We can, whatever you guys want.
I just want to see. I want to see you guys like as from a fan's perspective.
Okay, cool. This is for your hometown friend, Machine Gun Kelly.
Despite finding an outlet for his angst in music, Will Kelly continued to be bullied well into high school, where he attended Thomas Jefferson High. But it was Kelly who would one day have the very last laugh.
So you know what, man? I say, take it on stride, shrug it off. The cool fall off quicker. Like those, let them peak, man. Let them peak. That's what I say. Let them peak.
That way you can look back at them and like, you know what? High school
Are you
were your
kidding me?
years.
Look at me, dude. I can't wait to go to my 10-year graduate. Or what is it? Reunion?
Yeah.
Bruh, I'm in there like this.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Like, oh my God, we know him. That's MGK.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you know nothing but these two middle fingers sticking in your face. Because I'll tell you what, people used to take my raps and crunch them up and throw them on the ground. I used to get made fun of all the time. Because who believes that the guy sitting next to him in math class is going to blow up and become a superstar? You don't believe that, right? But like, you should have.
Now at this point, Kelly, he started acting out and he would have some run-ins with the law. Now things started off simply enough with him stealing CD players when he was only 14, but they quickly escalated with Kelly when he found himself catching charges for an unspecified crime. Now around this time, his father, he left for missionary work in Kuwait, and Kelly, well, he had to take care of himself.
'Cause I'm all alone, there's no one here beside me.
Considering everything that was going on in his life, it's probably not much of a surprise to find out that Kelly soon enough found himself experimenting with drugs.
The reality of situations is you can't, as a world, expect to break people down constantly and not expect them to want some type of escape. I don't have a mom I can call. I don't have a father I can call. I don't have my, you know what I'm saying? Like my aunt, who was the last thing that I had, is gone.
But on the plus side, he also started creating music. Now his first amateur demo tape was Stamp of Approval in 2006, which he recorded in his basement. Now soon after, his father returned home and the two, they were on the move once again. This time to Cleveland, Ohio, where Kelly, he enrolled at Shaker Heights School. This is actually the same school Kid Cudi was enrolled. Now the two, they would eventually find themselves wrapped up in a small beef.
I'm not about to set my city back 10 years by starting a beef with a motherfucker in my city, even though a motherfucker's never in the city. You know what I'm saying? But
with a demo tape in hand, he began taking his music career seriously and spread his work all around the school. That's when he earned himself the moniker Machine Gun Kelly due to his rapid fire delivery of lyrics. Just like that, he was making a name for himself amongst fans of hip hop all over Ohio. Kelly graduated from high school, but soon after, another wrinkle popped up in his life. Now his dad, he kicked him out, so he had to find a job to support himself. Enter Chipotle. Now Kelly, he considered himself there to be a man of the people, always making sure everyone got double helpings when building burritos.
people always was like, dude, let me get double chicken for single chicken price. And I was like, homie, we can do this all day. Like, well, how much do you tell me when to stop? I didn't care.
While trying to juggle his job and his blossoming musical career, Kelly found out that he was also soon going to be a father. A problem that was further compounded by his addiction to heroin and his constant living on the brink of homelessness. Now his addiction, it would last for a couple of years, but he was eventually able to kick the bad habit with the help of rehab and counseling. Now after taking control of his demons, more success was just around the corner. He was then featured on MTV2's Sucker Free Freestyle that landed him on the national scene.
Turn it up. Here, someone take the camera. Take the camera. Take the camera. Hold on, who's gonna take it? Bridge, you hold the camera.
right now, let's get into the check it out.
He just said my name. He just said my name.
Move!
My bad.
Get out of my way!
Who wanna go?
Then in May of 2010, he made his debut single, Alice in Wonderland, releasing the track on iTunes. Now he released Lace Up, the mixtape, in November of that year, and he started to develop his on-camera persona with a YouTube channel that created a series of vlogs. Yeah, not a lot of people find these. Here you go.
So we've been working hard all day. Got the studio going. Follow us in. This is where Kelly Vision will be. And this is, as he said, where the Kelly Vision mixtape will be recorded at. You know, we got the mic going. We got right here. We got a little thing for your head. You know, get a little instrument. Hey, you know, you got a little bumper car for you. You know what I'm saying?
In 2011, he signed with Sean Combs and Bad Boy Records, releasing Half Naked and Almost Famous, which made it all the way to number 46 on the Billboard 200. Now he found even more success with his follow-up album, Lace Up, which dropped in October of 2012 and reached number 4 on the Billboard 200. Now that same year, he was selected for the XXL freshman list alongside the likes of French Montana, Macklemore, Iggy Azalea, and Future. What a different time hip-hop was back then. My God.
What year is it?
But it was his feud he'd find himself in with one of his idols, Eminem, that really got his name out there. Now, after firing off a less than well thought out tweet that drew attention to how attractive he thought Eminem's then 16-year-old daughter was, well, he was immediately on Slim Shady's shit list. Oh no! The two started taking shots at one another back and forth. There were diss tracks like Rap Devil and Kill Shot. They were volleyed back and forth. And essentially, Kelly, he accused M of trying to kill his career by preventing his music from getting airtime on radio stations. Most notably, Shade 45.
Have you talked to Eminem since you got this beef? How tall are you?
Perhaps looking to hedge his bets, while Kelly, he started getting involved with acting in 2014. He landed his first gig on Cameron Crowe's series, Roadies, along with lead roles in films like Viral and Nerve. By 2015, his musical career was back on track with the release of General Admission, which debuted at number 4 on the Billboard 200. In 2017, he released his third album, Bloom, which debuted at number 8. And finally, in 2019, he released Hotel Diablo, that made its way all the way to the number 5 spot on Billboard. Now, after spending years working his ass off to climb up the hip-hop ladder, well, Kelly has undisputedly made it, which makes his decision to switch genres all the more curious. You know what I mean? Like, now he's more of a rock guy than a rap guy, but he thinks that's the wave of the future. And by the looks of things, he might be right. They say, you know, trends, they only last so long, and we've been living in a decade of hip-hop. So it's gonna be interesting to see. If I had to place some bets, I think we're gonna be doing more rock stars in the coming years. Just gonna say, Whiskey and Go-Go is gonna be back in business. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna wrap up this story here. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Whew, summer hitting here in Toronto. I'm sweating my ass off. If you want to help out, well, you can actually pick up some merch. This is the Help McCrudden Lose Weight line, because then I won't be sweating so much and I can pump out more videos. All right, guys, I'm wrapping it up. I'll see you guys in another video. Go! Ah! I'm just gonna collapse. Ugh.